Rocket Report. This week we have Josh Porter, and he is our music and innovation teacher at the intermediate campus, and we wanted him to come and share with us today some of his goals that he has for his classes in music.
My main goal, I think, is to just have the kids enjoy coming to class. I mean, we do have learning objectives and the kind of the formal thing, but there's so much other social, emotional learning that goes on underneath that I'd like for them to come and enjoy what they do and not focus on all that stuff, all the things that can't be assessed, that aren't really tangible. Really, I just want them to enjoy class. We do learn some of the music theory fundamentals, but like I said, the underlying social, emotional stuff, the group work, that's the kind of the big stuff.
Well, I know you work hard to make it fun and let them experience tons of different things. And music does lead to improved academic performance. Tons of people do studies on stuff like that. So what's kind of your favorite thing that you do with students all year?
Fourth grade, we do lessons on the composer Bach, where I'd use some technology stuff that's not very stereotypical for my music class. So I enjoy that, and they seem to enjoy that. Right now, fourth grade's learning this song, Follow the Drinking Gourd, which comes from the slave era. Mm-hmm. And so I get to talk a little more in depth about the history and the meaning, and so it's a little bit different type of conversation than we usually have. Fifth grade just started ukuleles, which I got with the grant last year, and so we didn't actually get to finish because of the quarantine, so I'm looking forward to finishing the ukuleles for the first time this year. They enjoy that kind of stuff because it's different. I enjoy most the big ensembles that we do, and I think most of the kids would say they enjoy that too. I think they like, all the different activities, and some kids like some things more than others, but the big ensemble, it's a kind of a higher expectation. The thing I tell them is I enjoy watching you get mad when you struggle and fail, because that turns into them working hard, and they hold each other accountable, and they start to work maybe in a small group, and they're helping each other out, and we have some sort of product.
Well, other than music, you also work with students at the intermediate in innovation classes that they have during their intervention or win time. So can you tell us a little bit about things that you do in there that enhance critical thinking for our students?
We do call it the innovation class because it does serve more than just the GT population. And we do a bunch of things. I think the big part of the class is independent projects, or sometimes they work with partners, and they get to explore whatever they want. Sewing, learning guitar. I had a student learn ukulele several years ago. The history of trains, the history of sports, all sorts of, had some people do a sports podcast last year. So they get time to work on something that's interesting to them, and he's obviously still using it and grown. And the things I like most are the class projects. So we'll do forensics in a couple of weeks, and I bring in Ashley Roy, who's a crime scene tech with Waco PD. And she does some DNA analysis and fingerprint, and they like that. We've done, of course, the kind of stereotypical coding, robotics. We did video game design. They kind of like that one. The two that stick out the most, the first year at this old campus, we redid the garden, and that was kind of a cool class project. Mm-hmm. And then the one I like the most, I think their current 9th and 10th graders, if I'm not mistaken, is they designed banners for the new campus. Mm-hmm. And so it's not just, hey, design some banner. I brought in a friend of mine who's in advertising and marketing, and he talked to them about that side of it. They studied the history of Robinson ISD and what this new building meant to the community, and they took all that and they designed their banners, and they took them to the school board, presented them, and now both ends of the school, the front door and the back door.
It's a big part of what you do, I think, is encourage the students to explore those passions and push them to find out more, and that leads to great products. Well, thank you so much for all you do with our students, Innovation, 4th and 5th grade, and thank you for joining us this week, and everybody have a great week.